Hello nail loves and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I'm Mrs. and I'm trying to nail it, and today I'm trying to nail a backfill. So I've cut down the length of these nails to the natural length underneath, and I'm just prepping with my Macart e-file at 15 RPMs. I really have to get these down and a lot shorter than I normally wear them because we are fixing to move and I just don't want to lose all the natural nail underneath, and I want to have pretty nails by the end of this move. There is a little bit of lifting on the corner of this index finger, and I see it, and I just don't want to do too rough of a hatch job with this safety bit, so I'm going to get what I can get. I'm still not fully comfortable just using my safety bit to take care of lifting. I really like taking down the bulk with the safety bit and then going back in with the mandrel bit to really clean out the lifting without being super rough at the border between the natural nail. I'm still not great with forms, so acrylic still gets slightly underneath sometimes when I'm sculpting nails, and that's what you see me clearing up. Left hand, I've just reversed it so that I can still pull it toward me and basically mirror what I do with my right hand, and I'm still at 15 RPMs to take down the bulk. So I feel like I am getting faster. At least when I speed up a video, it actually kind of looks sped up instead of going so turtle speed slow that even sped up, it doesn't look fast. So that's a win for me. That's a little small achievement that I can focus on, but I still am so far away from the idea that prepping for a fill, like start to finish, take maybe 20 minutes max. Like, that just still blows my mind. So if you're farther along and it takes you that much, leave a comment down below and let me know what your biggest tip trick was to increase your speed once you felt like you had the steps down. When using my non-dominant hand to work on my dominant hand, bracing is still, like, why do people not talk more about this? You don't have the strength. You're never going to have the strength as you would from the hand you use every single day. So just use what you got around you. Brace. Now that I've taken down my bulk and I'm happy with that, I am pushing back my cuticles with my magic wand and going in with a mandrel bit at 5-ish RPMs and just taking off the extra cuticle and prepping and taking off lifting. This is what I was talking about before. With the mandrel bit, it just seems like it can catch better without having to apply as much pressure, and I feel like it's just easier and a lot softer on my natural nail. When I started focusing more on taking it slower and doing it softer, I've noticed a lot less ridges, a lot less damage from working on myself. With my ring finger, it did actually pop all the way off, and I think that's large part to I had already started packing, already started moving. I use my nails as tools, and I know I shouldn't, but sometimes impulse takes over, and I just want to get stuff done, and I mistreat my hands a lot more than I should. But the length is still there, and I kind of want to save that, so we're going to do a full acrylic overlay on that finger. So now I'm using Young Nail Swipe and a lint-free wipe and just cleaning off all the powder, all the excess, just to make sure I get everything off, and then I'm going in with 2 layers of Protein Bond. Okay, my nails are prepped, and now we are to the meat of the video. My acrylic brush was a little dirty from the last time, so I'm just soaking it really good and then just using my finger to clean up the edges. As long as you take good care of your acrylic brushes, they will last you years. I've had this one since I started about 2 years ago. So here we go. It's this part of the application that I just really love. I don't know what it is about getting a good bead and laying it on the finger, but when it starts to flow, it just feels really good. It's the hardest thing to get right, but I feel like it's the most rewarding for me. So with my middle finger, I actually broke it, or like got distracted while I was clipping and clipped way too far back. I forgot that I had broke my middle finger a while back, so my natural nail was a lot shorter than the other nails. So I'm just building a little bit of a free edge, which is another thing that I recently learned. Did you know you could build a free edge off of acrylic already there? Because I didn't. So you're welcome, you can. With this middle finger, it took a lot of tiny beads and ended up looking like really wonky. But I feel like when you're starting out, it is better to use a bunch of tiny beads than one big one and keep trying to chase it. Especially when you got such tiny little natural nail beds like I do. But I am taking it slow and learning one day at a time. But this nail was really frustrating for me. right there is exactly what I'm talking about. But I feel like I got good coverage on that finger, and I can fix all the awkward shaping in finish filing. So with this finger here, I noticed I didn't get quite to the free edge and there was a little divot, so I'm just putting the bead where I need it and pushing it up into the previous side and down to the free edge to kind of fill in where I missed out last time. And then finally we're on the thumb. The most important thing I feel like that helped me with my thumb application is just to make sure it is like straight down. If it's dropping, then the bead is working with you and you have a lot less problems with the self-leveling. It'll go where you want it to instead of back into the cuticle. Moving on to using my non-dominant hand to do my right, I'm still trying to figure out whether it's easier to form the bead and use my left hand exclusively, or to make the bead with my right hand and hand the brush over. I don't know if there's a difference in getting the right liquid to powder ratio or even in application. So I'm still just trying to figure out what works for me. Comment down below if you've had the experience or when you're working on yourself, what works best for you. And I would love to hear your thoughts. This is my first time doing a full acrylic overlay onto a natural nail all the way to the free edge, and I think it went pretty well. Let me know what you think, or if there's something you see that I should have done differently. So I'm definitely getting to the point where I have to do less filing at the end, and I feel like I can create a bead and it go pretty well, but I wouldn't say that I've gotten to that point where I've nailed it. But that's going to do it for this video, and here is the final result before filing. Thank you so much for watching if you're still watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps me out, and I will see you next time.